Welcome everyone. In this video, we'll talk about the most dangerous borders between different countries. If you cross these borders, you might get shot by a bullet. Let's begin. Number 1. South Korea and North Korea. The Korean Demilitarized Zone, DMZ, is the 160-mile boundary between North and South Korea. This area is heavily guarded by troops on both sides and is complete with barbed wire and active landmines. The end of the Korean War did nothing to end hostilities between the two nations. They have been warring for more than 60 years and do not recognize each other's sovereign status. Number 2. India and Pakistan. The India-Pakistan border is 1,800 miles of heavily guarded and extremely dangerous land. It is so heavily guarded that it is the only border seen from space due to the high-voltage floodlights on the Indian side. Since the 1947 partition, which saw hundreds of thousands die, the countries have fought in 3 other wars and spent at least 75 years disputing claims to the Kashmir province as well as a mountain glacier. The number of casualties has passed the 50,000 lives mark. Number 3. Israel and Syria. The border dispute between Israel and Syria date back many years. In the early 1920s, Britain drew the borders, giving the Syrian side to France, then again later to include the Golan Heights. It is this area that has been heavily contested for nearly 100 years. The two countries have been at war several times, taking control of various pieces of land. Today, the border is a live battle zone with bullets flying from both sides. The violence has markedly increased since the Syrian civil war began. Number 4. Mexico and U.S. The Mexico-U.S. border runs from California to Texas for a total of 1,989 miles and has the highest number of legal, annual border crossings in the world. It passes near large urban areas and over desolate deserts. The approximately 20,000 Border Patrol agents are clustered around big cities, effectively leaving the desert unguarded. This pushes the 500,000 people trying to cross the border illegally into the desert, where several hundred die every year. Number 5. Bangladesh and India. Bangladesh and India share a 2,545-mile-long border, one of the longest in the world. The border is intricate and made up of confusing enclaves, sometimes with Indian land surrounded by Bangladeshi territory within Indian territory. It is a common route for smuggled goods from India to Bangladesh and undocumented immigrants from Bangladesh to India. Due to the high levels of immigration, Indian border security forces have a shoot-on-sight policy. Number 6. Yemen and Saudi Arabia. The 1,100-mile border between Yemen and Saudi Arabia has seen very high levels of violence. The two countries have experienced violent conflict for the last 65 years. The two countries have officially been at war since March 2015. An estimated 6,000 civilians and soldiers have been killed since the beginning of the war. In one day alone, 15 missiles and 130 mortars were launched into Saudi Arabia. Number 7. Iraq and Iran. One of the most dangerous borders in the world lies between Iraq and Iran, running exactly from the Shatt al-Arab River to the Turkish border. Though the boundary has been defined for hundreds of years, disputes over the territory, specifically over use of the river, have been ongoing. In 1980, Iraq accused Iran of illegally occupying Iraqi territory and launched missiles. 8 years and 1 million lives later, the two countries signed a UN peace resolution. Even this, however, did not stop fighting, and cross-border attacks have continued. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy the content, then please share your thoughts and suggestions in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow our Facebook page. Thank you for being a part of our community.